It's the perfect day for gnocchi. Yes. And Lippy's using our crock pot. Did y'all just go? Because y'all know I don't do a crock pot. Very seldom do I venture. That's because I have a problem plugging it in. But y'all, it's plugged in. You want to know how I know that? Because I hear my butter sizzling. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It's gloomy. It is cold here in Louisiana. I think the temp is 39. Now, to some of y'all, it's short sleeve weather. But to us, we have blizzard headed our way. So this is a good day to make one of our favorite dishes that we normally used to get at Olive Garden. And it was delicious. But I've learned how to make it that we like, so maybe my recipe is a little different from the ones that knows how to make gnocchi. And I may be pronouncing it wrong. But this is the brand, because I only slightly held it up. This is the brand that I do like. I've tried a couple of them, but this one here is my favorite. You can get it at Wally World. I want to say it's like $2.50, something like that. But I'm going to drop the camera because I'm going to have to put this on high because time's not on my side, y'all. It's just not on my side today, so I have to rush this because tomorrow we're going to meet right back in this kitchen in my same attire because we got to make tea cakes. If I heard the word tea cake 10 times, I heard it 1,000 times because I forgot to make some for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to make up for it this week for Mr. Buddy. And he has his pickled beets sitting over here that he'll take to work. And in that red container is Cajun crackers. And I just got through turning it. I let it sit there and I flip every 30 minutes. He loves those. I think I did a video. But if not, I'll tell y'all how I do it because it's so simple. But right now, it's all about our supper. Now, the crock pot that I use has a stove, oven, and slow cook setting. Right now, I have it on the stove setting. Now, this is not required. You can just use a regular crock pot. But I like to get a little color on my meat and vegetables. And this is 2 medium chicken breasts that I diced very small. If you have a large chicken breast, that should do it for you. And what I seasoned with was just salt and pepper and lemon pepper. I like what the lemon pepper does. Now, this doesn't get like a high heat like a stove, but it will lend some color. And that's what I want to do. Plus, it helps speed the process up. To this, I have 1 cup of diced onions, a cup of carrots, and a cup of diced celery. And I want them all about the same size. This is Ameriquois, so I'm going to add that in. That was about a cup each. And that was 2 large stalks of celery that I did de-string. And it was 3 carrots that had to yield me. And it's probably heaping cups, truth be told. And we're just going to let this sit here and start cooking down. Now, if you were using a regular crock pot, you would just dump and go. Now, while our chicken and vegetables is over here being all happy, let me tell you about my Cajun crackers. Now, you can do this in a 2-gallon Ziploc bag. 1 gallon you would have to divide. But this is just a box of saltine crackers. It has 4 long sleeves. And this has always been my Cajun cracker container. Now, using a container is going to be oily, but they've got about 5 hours to go. But what I do is I dump all 4 sleeves of crackers into a container. A 2-gallon Ziploc works the best because it's easy to swish them around. All right, I'm going to get them turned upside down. Now, make sure if you're using a container, it seals well. If not, you got a mess. I had to get my hands clean. So we have our 4 sleeves and our container are large bag. To a measuring cup, I take 1 1/3 cup oil. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil, I guess corn oil. You don't want olive oil, but it's 1 1/3 cup, and I choose to use canola. I don't know why, but it works best in this recipe. So I'm going to leave that up to you, which oil of your choice. But it's 1 1/3 cup and 1 package of your ranch dip mix. The dry, not the salad dressing, guys. Make sure it says ranch dip. There is a difference. I don't know what the difference is, but it's a difference. So it's 1 1/3 cup oil. It's 1 package of dry ranch dip. 1 teaspoon lemon pepper, 1 teaspoon garlic powder. I like granulated garlic. And a teaspoon of red pepper flakes on the mild side. I add 3 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. You'll have to be the judge of the heat. You're going to mix that very well. You're going to pour it over your bag or your container of saltines. Put the lid on or zip it. Get a little of the air out if you're using a Ziploc bag, and just take it and start tossing and tossing. You know, a good minute without, you don't want to get crazy with it, but you want to toss. And just lay it down. Every 5-10 minutes, come back, toss it, flip it to the other side, or in my case, I go up and down. I'll do that 5 or 6 hours. And then you're going to remove those crackers from either that bag or the container, and then set them over into another container or a Ziploc bag. And what I do is I divide them between 1 gallon size Ziploc bags. So it makes almost 2 gallons. But I found that it's easier to do it like that, so I can leave a bag here and send a bag to Mr. Buddy's work, because it's the holidays and everyone looks forward to the crackers. Now, if you don't want the saltine crackers, use the pretzel sticks in exchange, which is just a standard bag of pretzel sticks, which is equivalent to 4 sleeves of crackers. So you can have Cajun pretzels. I don't know why, but I only make this at the holidays. We're just about to get where we need to get. So if you were doing this on the stove, yours would probably be a little bit quicker. Or like I said, CrockPot, you would dump and go. But I wanted to sit here and look at my new utensil. I got this, and let me show you. And this one, from my best friend, Miss Allison. I love this thing. It kind of scoops. I don't know what it's called, but I'm loving this. So I was tickled. I got my Christmas present early, she said, so I could use it to make all the goodies. Now this has only been going not quite 5 minutes, and I'm gonna add, this is 2 tablespoons of garlic that I froze. If you were using the garlic, then you would need 2 teaspoons. And the reason why I'm putting it in now is because I'm not worried about it burning, not in this crock pot. If you were on the stove, if you wanted a little bit more color on your chicken, then I would wait a minute or 2. But that is, did I say teaspoons? That's 2 tablespoons. There again, that's going to be to your taste, but I like that garlic in this gnocchi soup. Now, you can leave your chicken whole and then shred it. We don't like shredded chicken. And because I'm using breast, I prefer thighs, but I had breast thawed out. We only want bite-sized pieces. We don't like big hunks of chicken. Our garlic is almost melted, and I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of thyme. Now it has that smell. I'm going to add a little bit more black pepper, even though I had black pepper. on the chicken and lemon pepper. I want a little bit more black pepper. Now that salt will be to taste. And I'll taste it after a couple hours and I'll know if I need to add any more. Remember, you can't take it out, but you can always add it in. Just like that. And this is where you would either cook it on high, 3 to 4 hours, just like this. Low would be 6 or 7 hours. If you were on the stove top, bring it up to a simmer, turn it down to low. But I'm gonna let it stay on the stove top 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn mine down to high on the crock pot setting, and I'll walk away 3 to 4 hours. I'm coming back. We have the gnocchi to add, the spinach, the heavy whipping cream. We have fresh parm. That takes it over the top. So you're gonna ask, what are you doing for 3 to 4 hours? Ironing. The one chore I don't like, but a chore has to be done. I like steam ironing, you know. Yeah, I have to iron his clothes. I'd rather just be thrown in the backwoods, you know, just throw me to the wolves. Well, no, it's a little too cold, so I guess the ironing board is coming out. Christmas tunes going on, and I'm gonna get jiggy with it. I'll see y'all back in a few hours. We are back at the gnocchi soup. Y'all, this house smells amazing. I have 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And then I'm going to go in with a generous tablespoon of cornstarch. We want to get this well and combined. Remember, cornstarch goes to cold, flour goes to hot. But please use cornstarch. Now, if you don't have heavy whipping cream, I've made this with my half and half. I've even made it with evaporated milk. But I had heavy whipping cream from Thanksgiving, so I just finished it off. Actually, it wasn't quite 2 cups, and I just topped it off with a couple of droplets of half and half. This has gone 3 hours. I'm just gonna pour this goodness in. Guys, don't do like me. Now I gotta go wash my spoon off. My crock pot is still on high, and we're gonna add this whole package, which is 16 ounces. Just like this. Give it a good stir. And this gnocchi will break apart, guys. Now, if I had to measure, this is about 3 cups of fresh spinach. And I went through and took the stems off. I don't like stems. The only thing will be left is our fresh parm in a little while. And this is gonna go about 30 minutes. I let it go another 30 minutes and I turned my dial down to buffet, which just means warm. And I added a half a cup of grated parm. I thought the camera was on, but it wasn't. And that's the only thing that I did. So I'm gonna leave this just on warm, and we're gonna eat in about 30 minutes, and I'll show you what my bowl looks like. But look, guys, all that gnocchi separated. Perfect weather, guys. I hope I don't burn my mouth. Oh, y'all don't be looking over there. That's for tomorrow. Y'all don't be looking. I'm gonna stand right. Here you go. I'm gonna do this. There you go. I think I blocked it. Oh, and I gotta show y'all. Gives me excuse. Let me cool this down. I gotta show y'all something. In the weekend vlog, when I showed you the Christmas decorations, I had put a picture in of the top of the fridge that wasn't complete. I actually take photos in stages so I can walk through the house and make sure it blends. Let me go ahead and show y'all the actual top of the refrigerator, what it looks like. And I wasn't gonna take a video down just to put one picture in. So let me show y'all, and that lets my gnocchi soup cool off because I don't want third-degree burns. Okay, there is the complete decoration. I can't believe I mixed it up. I just wasn't paying attention. I think I only had like 3 pieces up there in that little video clip. But there's the top of the fridge. I can't even talk. If we stand back, there you go. I think it turned out great. I like to cluster things on top because I think it brings the eye up instead of everything being at eye level. It should be cool enough. I have wanted this since I got up this morning. Oh, but yeah, I told y'all. See, it's that kind of day for Lippy. About a half a cup of parm. That's going to be to your taste, or leave it out and add it to each bowl because some people may not want, grated parm. Oh. Y'all, that's hot. Oh, but that's good. Can I taste the other bites? I mean, oh, that was hot. Don't put a hot gnocchi in your mouth. That was hot, but man, is it so good. So guys, this is our supper tonight. I hope you give it a try. A lot of you may already make it. You may make it a different way, but it's very easy. And I made a promise to myself. I even confessed that to you guys this past summer that I would start using and utilizing my CrockPot. Really not so much wintertime, but come the spring and summer when it's full-blown gardening. So during the winter will give me some practice to plug it in. But, ooh, that's even hot to hold. But you see our little soup bowls? And he has a blue one. But as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next one.